Hey everyone, this is Lomi, and today I'm doing a face-up. This is my first in a while, so hopefully it goes okay. I've done ear mods on this doll and airbrushed her head to match the body, and I'll be using a new brush for fine lines today. I'm super excited to try it out. I'll start with eyelashes, doing my paint lines first as usual. I'm using white gouache for this. And this brush really is great for fine uniform lines, and I like it already. It was also a gift, so hey, when you watch this, thank you so much! So this is my Souldoll Paratiisi, which I shared last week when I was working on de-yellowing her body. I gave her elf ears, and they're not perfect, but done is better than perfect, and I want to make big headway with my doll projects over the summer, now that a lot of my home repairs have been handled. I've been so busy with doing repairs and painting and trying to get new flooring into my kitchen that all my fun projects have been lagging behind. But there are only a few rooms left that need to be finished. We've made great strides, and I'm looking forward to being able to sit outside in warm spring weather for jobs like carving and sanding and sculpting, instead of having to do them in my garage or in my sanding box. Hopefully within the next month, this doll will be done. I think the biggest challenge for this face-up will be keeping the white lines visible. Her face-up is going to be very subtle and almost washed out, which is how the character is supposed to look. In my stories, because like all my other dolls, she's a character from my writing, she is Envesi, Archmage of Kurban Temple, which is where Faral studies magic. As mages progress in power, their magic begins to cause extreme levels of stress, which eventually leads to premature graying or whitening of the hair. But most mages also gradually lose pigmentation in their eyes, so she'll have very pale silvery blue eyes once I have a chance to make some. All this book stuff has been keeping me so busy that it's nice to be able to sit down and work on bringing another one of the characters to life. Right now, more of my dolls are disassembled than they are put together, so it feels good to see a project getting closer to coming together. For blushing, I keep the pastels very soft and subtle, using my low Cornell pastels and building a little color over a few layers. Envesi does not wear makeup of any kind aside from her eyeliner, so I feel a little limited in what I can do with her. Just very soft, simple shading in peach tones, some pink on the lips, and the faintest bit of pink on the cheeks. I also add just a tiny bit of purple on the inner corners of her eyes because I don't know what else to do to try to give her a natural look. I think this is probably one of the most simple face-ups I've ever done, which is weird because even the guys have more intense shading than this, but I really want to preserve that sense of otherworldly paleness that the character has. Then I'll work on refining the eyeliner. This is another special distinction which sets Envesi apart from the other mages. The highest ranking mages line their eyes with black and paint designs around them to show their rank. So she'll have really intense black eyeliner, but she's also a bit cold and utilitarian as a person, so her chosen marks are just plain black bars at the outer corners of her eyes. While I was doing the eyeliner, I realized I hadn't used Flow Aid to thin the black, just plain water, and it beat it up a little while I was trying to do the edges. I added some Flow Aid to try to even it out, but I'm not going to stress over it too much because since this character doesn't wear makeup, it's not like she would fret over her eyeliner being perfect. She's much more interested in work and business, so she's very devoted to her magic and much less devoted to appearances. She is supposed to look almost frigid, so we'll see how she comes together once I have a chance to make her eyes, wig, and her mage robes. I touch up the white lashes with a white watercolor pencil, then add a bit of gloss on the very pale lips. But that's it for this face up. I did add just a hint of sparkle around her eyes because it just looked too plain without it. But other than that, I'm calling it a day. I'll have to order in some white eyelashes to glue in, but she's pretty close to being able to be put together, so that's exciting. Hopefully I'll get to that in the next few days. That's it for today though. Thanks for watching. Bye.